or with a group of saints, or even a flock of falcons. And maybe a bear, too. Well, bears
and took a blunt object and killed some chickens.
Right.
And it's so funny that people don't consider chickens animals. I mean, not everybody. It's about a 50-50.
It's, yeah.
And Heather goes, I like eating chickens, so I don't care about them.
Oh.
I'm sorry. They scare me. I got attacked when I was a little kid. That
I did
completely
too.
turned me off from chickens. I
did
don't like
too.
them. They're mean.
That's what's your favorite food, or what?
Chickens aren't
Exactly.
mean. You know what are mean? Geese.
Oh,
Yeah,
geese
they're
are
real
mean.
mean.
That's
Geese
why I
are
don't go
horrible.
eat
legendary.
True, he was. He was.
No.
But I mean, to a certain extent, yes, I do care how my chicken is raised before I eat it, because I don't like, you see these stories and these videos of these chickens that are just cooped up and just beaten and just horribly taken care of before they're slaughtered and and eaten and stuff like that. And it's like the happier the chicken is, the better the meat is.
Same with like happy cows.
Yeah,
better
and
milk.
They've proven that before.
That's a marketing technique.
And I don't know if it's
Happy
the
cows make
happiness.
better cheese.
I don't know if it's the mood of the cow or the chicken. Like, I don't know if you can actually tell they're happy or not. But if you take better care of them, typically the meat's a little bit better.
Well, when you're stressed out, you're sick, right? You
Right.
get sick easier.
Yeah.
So
Same thing.
that's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, so I think I care to an extent. I don't know.
Only
if
for
I'm
your
all crazy,
benefit.
but- Yeah.
You don't care about the chicken.
Sorry. I eat chicken.
It's a
what
food
else to
chain.
say? I'm not going to go around beating them in the middle of the night, though. I know that much.
Yeah, that's true.
not going to happen. Was it that funny?
Charles died. That was awesome. Oh, I wish I could pick up the webcam right.
Oh, man. That's how we do it right here. Be sure to get your birthdays and anniversaries in on our Facebook page, facebook.com/KBS957. We're going to help Charles up right quick. TSN's up next.
Oh, man.
Right here on KBSC AM and FM.
TSN News, I'm Mitch Carr. State Senator Wendy Davis's new memoir has been published amid accusations the publisher's promotion of the book violates campaign finance laws. Davis is facing Attorney General Greg Abbott in the battle for Texas governor. TSN's Austin Bureau Chief Chris Fox has more.
Candidates file complaints and inquiries against each other to try to rally their base.
Houston election attorney Fred Lewis speculating why Abbott's campaign has asked the Texas Ethics Commission for a ruling on whether the promotion of the book represents an in-kind donation from the publisher.
Without an intermingling or commingling of her campaign and her book tour, there really is nothing to suggest that it is political activity.
Davis's memoir is entitled Forgetting to Be Afraid. It documents her life, including why she had 2 abortions in the 1990s. In Austin, Chris Fox, TSN News.
Texas nonprofits are getting another round of federal grants to hire navigators to help people sign up for health coverage under what's known as Obamacare. Texas Secretary Sylvia Burwell says Texas will get an additional $9.7 million, nearly half of that going to an effort headed up by United Way of Tarrant County. It's about $1 million less than that group's first grant, but Houston is now setting up its own navigator training. The Houston program won a grant of $1.8 million. Roger is in Russia today, hoping to move on to the next Olympics. 14-year-old Emily Grund of Keller is competing for the World Junior Diving title. Krista Klein is the diving and swimming coach at Keller High School and says Emily has what it takes.
There's a lot of kids that come in with talent, but it's rare to find somebody with exceptional talent that's willing to work as hard as she does.
She trains before and after school, and on Saturdays, Grun will compete in the 3-meter springboard and synchronized diving. In Bexar County, the Somerset police chief has resigned. Greg Reyes led the department for just about 14 months and did not give a reason for his decision, which is effective immediately. The department has 3 full-time officers and about 24 reserves. The city is finalizing plans to start looking for a new chief. And San Antonio may soon join the list of Texas cities where you have to pay to use some of the highways. 2 toll road projects are in the works, one on Interstate 10, the other on US 281. Plans call for several managed toll lanes where the cost of using the road will vary depending on the time of day, the weather, and the traffic congestion. The Express News reports the first project, the work on 281 north of Loop 1604, could begin next year in San Antonio. Astros lost to Seattle 4-1. Tonight, Houston's in Seattle again, and the Angels are visiting the Texas Rangers. This is TSN News.
Imagine having an emergency without a phone. Your car won't start and you're late for work. How do you call your job to let them know where you are, or call school to let them know you won't be there to pick up your child? AT&T knows some Americans face life without the comfort and security of a phone every day. And that's why AT&T offers Lifeline, which provides reduced monthly phone rates and optional toll blocking at no extra charge to families who qualify. Additional discounts may apply to those living on federally recognized tribal lands. Get the peace of mind that comes with a reliable and affordable phone. Lifeline from AT&T. To find out more, call AT&T at 1-800-288-2020 or visit att.com. Access to the Internet. Lifeline is a government benefit program, and willfully making false statements to obtain this benefit is punishable by fine or imprisonment and could result in termination of Lifeline service. Lifeline enrollment requires certain eligibility documentation and is non-transferable. Limited to 1 discount per household. AT&T service is not available in all areas. Other restrictions apply.
An American with Ebola is expected to arrive in Atlanta today for treatment at Emory University Hospital, the 3rd Ebola patient to be treated there. 2 others have already recovered. A 4th American is being treated at a facility in Nebraska. The African Union, in the meantime, is sending medical support teams to several West African countries that have been hard hit by Ebola. It's a 6-month mission for the African Union, sending at least 100 doctors, nurses, and others to support efforts in Guinea, as well as Liberia, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and Senegal, where more than 2,000 people are known to have died. And President Obama meets with congressional leaders today. They'll hear his plans about fighting the militants from the group known as Islamic State. The president will address the nation tomorrow. This is TSN News. I'm Mitch Carr.
With news every hour, this is KBST AM and FM, Big Spring.
Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Richard Davies. It could be the biggest hacking breach of any retailer so far. That's what some data security experts are saying about the theft of credit and debit card information from Home Depot. The attack could compromise customers' personal data. This advice from ABC News business correspondent Rebecca Jarvis.
What if, for example, you did shop there in the last 5 months? You should call up your bank, tell them you want a new credit or debit card sent to you.
Home Depot says it doesn't believe customers' PIN numbers were compromised. More from ABC's Aaron Katersky.
The data breach went undetected for 6 months until banks and law enforcement agencies alerted Home Depot. In that time, sensitive information of anyone who shopped at a Home Depot store and paid with a credit or debit card may have been compromised.
Home Depot says it's still investigating. Big flooding in the southwest and more rain is likely today. Flood watches are up in 5 states, and there was a possible tornado in Duplin County, North Carolina. This woman says her home was damaged.
The ceiling in my kitchen was coming down on my head. It all happened so quick. Oh, it had to definitely be a tornado.
The roof collapsed in the storm in North Carolina. The top leaders of Congress go to the White House today to hear from President Obama on his new strategy against the group ISIS.
It's the classic pattern. Before the president speaks to the nation about a crisis, he consults the leaders of Congress here at the White House. Briefers fan out over Capitol Hill. Key foreign allies are informed. The details of the president's speech on the strategy against ISIS might not include dramatic